Right. All right. Now let's welcome Colonel Ajit Kadam, old friend of mine. He was deputy at Bangalore with us long time back. We are back again. From NDA, we have known each other. And it's nice of him. We're thankful to him that he has accepted to conduct the interview in a very short time. I rang him in the morning and he says, okay, we'll do it in the afternoon only. Okay. We'll have an interview of Rakshita A V is her name. She's from Bangalore. Her father is a BCA PGDPM and he is a project manager. Mother is a BA MA. She's a teacher. She has got a younger sister who is in class 9th. Then she has done her 10th with 93%, 12th with 84%. She has been a good athlete. Swimming and badminton are her other areas around there. And over and above that, she had appeared in written test twice for India, but she couldn't afford to do it, and now it's overage. She would probably be applying for Navy 10+2 scheme. Now she has also participated in debate. She loves traveling, learning multiple languages, debate, and she has been runners-up, joint secretary at some college level. She had been there. This is all about her. Now it's all between Colonel Kadam and Rakshita. We will all remain muted. And once it's over, then we'll come back around there. It's all yours then, sir. Right then?
Right, sir. Thank you. Okay. Rakshita, good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you?
I'm good, sir.
Good. So presently you are at Devgarh.
Yes, sir.
How long you have been staying there?
Sir, it's been a year here. I've completed my first
year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good. So you appeared twice for NDA.
Sir, not twice, thrice actually.
Thrice.
Yes, sir.
All 3 times you went to SSB and was not recommended?
No, sir. Actually, I couldn't clear the written.
Sorry?
I couldn't clear the written, sir.
All 3 times?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's all right. Okay, tell me everything about Deodar that you know since you're there for 1 year, right?
Yes,
as much as you can tell me.
Okay. So, sir, Devgarh is a beautiful town which lies in the border of Jharkhand and Bihar. It lies in the border. Sir, the most famous part about Devgarh is the Baidyanath temple, which is one among the 12 Jyotirlings here. And sir, to visit here, you have to get down at a station, and the name is Cmde. So when you get down there, you can visit the town. And Devgarh also has an airport, so via flights also you can visit Devgarh. It is not a very big town, but it is good.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
What about history, geography, culture, industry, occupation, farming, about and around Devgarh?
Sir, actually, this town is not very developed. It is a developing town. So the only thing which is famous here in this town is this college, and we also have AIMS here, AIMS Devgarh. So the only 2 institutes which are famous here is VIT Devgarh and AIMS Devgarh. And this area is mostly surrounded by tribal people, sir. So Jharkhand, since it is known as the land of tribals, so Devgarh also here most of the people are the tribals.
So you came to Devgarh from Bangalore. What's the difference you find, or what are those points which you liked in Bangalore?
Sir, Bangalore is a very huge city. It is like a proper developed city with well-developed roads, infrastructure, with high-rise buildings, malls, and all such developed things. Whereas, sir, Devgarh is not that developed as Bangalore. but it is still developing and it is worth living here, sir.
Okay. Right. Now, in the next 40 minutes or so, we will talk about your education background, your family background, your hobbies, interests, games you played, uh, and things like that. Right?
Sure.
Let's start with your education background, starting from standard ninth onwards. Where all have you studied? Which all schools? What all subjects did you have in your ninth onwards with different classes? Which subjects you liked the most? And which are those subjects which you think you did not like much? Okay. And tell me about your teachers whom you liked, you did not like much, or the teachers whom you liked the most. Tell me about your friends in school days, college days. What do you see in a person to make him your friend? And what additional qualities you see in them to make them your best friend? Tell me about the games, extracurricular activities you took part in your school, college days. And what do you think are your achievements during this major part of your life so far?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, sir, starting from ninth standard, I have been studying in Air Force School only. I have completed my first to 10th standard in Air Force School Yananka. And for 11th and 12th, I moved to Air Force School Heban. And, sir, my subjects which were there in my ninth were social studies, science, mathematics, English, and Sanskrit, sir. There were options between Hindi and Sanskrit, so I opted for Sanskrit. So these were my five major subjects in class 9th and 10th. And sir, in class 9th, I scored 82%, and in class 10th, I scored 93%. And so in 11th standard, I chose the science stream. So my stream was physics, chemistry, maths, and biology. In 11th standard, I scored 72%, and in class 12th, I scored 84%. Sir, then talking about the teachers, sir, and the subject, sir. In class from ninth onwards, I've been interested in science. So science has always been my favorite subject. And the subject which I found slightly not interesting was history, sir, because there were lots of things to mug up and memorize, and I was not able to memorize the dates and every particular in detail. So history I didn't find that interesting, whereas science, like we don't have to memorize things there, and we can easily understand. We can easily write by understanding the logic and everything. So science has always fascinated me. Then, sir, talking about the teachers, sir, I like all the teachers, and but my favorite teacher was maths in 11th and 12th, because maths and biology teachers, sir, because they always motivated us, and knowing the uh, difficulty level of the subject, they always mingled with the students to their level, not as an elder, not as someone who is superior to the student, but they interacted with us as a friend, and we could also share our problems to them without any hesitation. So they always stood with us. Uh, and sir, there is no such teacher which I dislike. I was friends with everyone, but I was close to few of them. And so about my friends, sir, actually I'm friends with everyone, but I have one friend of mine who is really close to me, and I share everything with her. Her name is Preksha, sir, and we have been friends since 7th standard. And she lives in Bangalore, and now she has joined college. So since I've moved to another city now, so we don't interact much. But whenever we meet, we make sure that we share everything, and we have lots of fun. And so, to anyone to be friends, I think they should. Uh, so I think they should be supportive, and they should tell us for me, the main thing is they should not cheer up for everything what we do. Instead, they should tell us what we are doing right, what we are doing wrong. They should give the reality check and tell us to stop where we are doing wrong. So, sir, I think good friends do so, and my friend also does that. So, we are friends from very long time.
Okay. You got 91% in your 10th, then you came down to 70, then you went up to 84. That's right?
Yes, sir.
Percentage. Why this so much drastic change?
Sir, one thing is that when I was in 10th, it was the peak of COVID pandemic. So everything what we learned was online, was from our home only. So, sir, I got enough time to study and like do everything. So, sir, I got enough time, and so 10th was smooth for me. Whereas in 11th standard, sir, I had also been affected by the COVID. Like I got the infection for some time, and then when I recovered from it, and then I also changed the school. So the change in environment and change in teachers. Also, sir, I had to travel to school, which was quite far from my house. It was around 15 to 17 kilometers from my house. So most of the time went in traveling, and also I joined coaching. So, sir, there was some drastic changes in the routine. So it was little hectic and challenging for me to cope up with the routine. But I managed that in 12th standard, and I tried to cover it up.
Okay, good. So overall, you have been very good in academics, but you couldn't clear the NDA written exam. Why? Have you analyzed yourself? What was the reason?
Yes, sir. Few mistake I have analyzed it.
Yeah, what are the reasons?
Sir, when I gave my first attempt, when I was in my 12th grade, sir, I was not very aware of what the exam is. Since I was in Air Force School, so most of them were appearing for exam, and through there I got to know about the exams and everything. That this is also a way to join, and only then NDA was had opened their doors for girls also. So it was that initial phase. So, sir, I was not exactly aware of how to prepare then. So, first attempt, I was not actually aware of the strategies which I had to follow. Then, sir, in my second attempts, I did work for it, and I studied. But, sir, I committed some mistakes like not practicing the PYQs, or not practicing enough of questions which are repeatedly asked. So that was the mistake. And in my last attempt, I joined the coaching. But sir, since then I had to like move between the college and the paper, and I had to focus on two things at once. So I think, sir, there I missed a little bit.
Okay, right. So tell me about your family now and your family background. Tell me about your dad, your mother. You got a younger sister or younger brother?
Younger sister, sir.
Younger sister. Okay, good. Tell me about your dad, your mother, and of course your younger sister later. But father and mother, tell me what are your interactions you have with them? What all you do together as family? For what all reasons you have differences with your father or mother? And how do you, as the first child, the eldest child, how do you help your father in his work and also your mother in her work? And how do you guide your younger sister?
Right, sir. Sir, so my family consists of four members, including me, my father, my mother, and myself, and my younger sister. My father works at Capgemini as a project manager. My mother is a teacher who teaches for higher secondary school. Sir, my bonding with my parents is very healthy, and it's very, we communicate everything, and all the decisions taken at home are by taking the opinions of everyone. So we value each other, whether he or she is the younger one or the elder one. We value everyone's opinion, and so I share a healthy bond with everyone. My relation with my father is also very healthy. We have fun together, sir. And since my father also loves traveling and exploring places, so we go for long trips, and we share a good bond. And so with my mother also, I share good bond, but I am more close to my father. So whenever I have to share things, so there are like things which some particular things which I share with my father, and some things which I share with my mother, like something which is related to my education, something which is professional or related to finance or something. Such things I share with my father, and things which are related to me, which are emotional. Uh, Such things I share with my mother, like about my friends, about what is being going on in school or in college. Such things I share with my mother. And so with my sister also, we have lots of fun together, and she is really close to me. She shares all her problems and all her thoughts with me. So, sir, since the she can also share it with my parents, like they are very supportive. But sir, since the age gap between us is not very large as compared to parents, so she feels more comfortable sharing them with me. And sir, I also help her with the like as far as I have experienced things, I also advise her and help her with that. Then, sir, about her studies, I like whatever she learns in school. If she doesn't understand, she also goes to coaching and all. But still, if she doesn't understand, she comes to me. And sir, I try to explain her with very simple examples, like taking examples of our daily lives, or since sir, we have lots of fun, and we do lots of work together. So I take such simple examples and explain things in the simplest way possible, so that she remembers also, and learning also becomes a kind of fun to her. It doesn't become burden.
Okay. So you take your dad's help in most of your academics and things like that. And you did not ask him about the NDA exams and all. You didn't find out, nor did Google tell you anything about it.
Sir, he tries his best to help me with everything, but since he is also a pure civilian and he has never been exposed to such things, so sir, like he has many friends who are from Air Force or Navy, sorry, from Air Force or Army. He takes their suggestion, and he communicates that to me. He helps in that way. But since he is also a civilian and never been open to such things, he has not very wide knowledge about things in this field, sir.
Okay. You didn't
Yes, sir.
tell me about the differences you have with your father sometimes on what topics and what subjects. How do you resolve it? Similarly with your mother. And how do you help them into day-to-day chores?
Yes, sir. Sir, about the difference, we do have some differences. For example, sir, whenever he asked me to communicate to someone or talk to someone, I prefer messaging, because I know that today's people of my age, prefer texting over making a phone call or something. But he thinks that the people have same mindset as they had back then, so he prefers calling. Whereas whenever I call some people, they say that you can text me. I feel more comfortable then. So some things like that we often come across. So, but so we overcome that by discussing or communicating. Sir, and I help my parents. Like I go out with my father for various work, or maybe bank work, or to the market, or some all the outdoor activities like that. And sir, for my mother, I do help her in cooking, in all the household jobs. And since she is also working professional, and she's has to like print the question papers for her students. So I do help her in teaching her new methods, new shortcuts of the technologies. Since she's not very much open, she's not exposed to all the new technological ideas. So I help her in that way. And also I help her in household work.
Okay. Tell me about your daily routine on a day when you go to the college, on holidays, right from the time you get up in the morning till the time you go to sleep at night. Tell me everything that you do or what all you do, everything. Also, you tell me how much pocket money do you get and how do you spend it?
All right, sir. Sir, so talking about the working days, since I have moved away from family and in college, sir, I usually wake up at 7 o'clock and I take bath, freshen up, and have breakfast in the hostel mess. And our classes starts from 9. It goes on till 5 or sometimes 6. It goes on, and sir, around 6:30 or 7, we have a gym in our campus. So I go there for like running or doing some physical activities. So then I come back and we have our dinner here around 8:30. So we have our dinner here, and we regularly do not get most of the assignments, sir. But once we get it all together. So it takes time to complete that, and we also keep working on some of the projects most of the time. So we discuss that with friends or we work on such things. And sir, I go to bed usually by 11 or 11:30 maximum. On the days of holiday, I still wake up at 7 o'clock. And so on holidays, usually we go out of the campus and we explore the city outside. Like Devghar is the city, and we go to temple regularly every weekend. So on Sundays, all of our friends group visit the temple. Then we have a mall here, and we have like various street food there. We try that, and we have fun outside. Then we come back and have lunch, everything. Then in the evening session, we discuss about the external things which we have to do apart from the college studies, sir. Like maybe applying for some projects outside, some internships outside, off campus, like something which is not related to the academics of the college, which has demands our extra efforts. So, sir, me and my friends focus on such things. Then, so usually on Sunday evening, we watch movies. So we enjoy the movie, and I end the day early during the holidays, sir. I sleep early on Sundays.
Okay. You say you have been taking part in athletics. What was your event?
Sir, athletics, I have started that recently. Means since 11th and 12th only, I have started playing sports. So, sir, I have been taking part in activities which have been conducted in college. Like we have a 2 day event here in the college, which conducts all kinds of sports and everything. So, sir, since I started focusing more on my physical fitness also, I've discovered that I'm good at running and all. So I take part in running, and usually, sir, I have observed that I am good at running a long distance. Like rather than a sprint, I go for long distance. So, sir, I've been taking part in such activities like 1,500 meter, 800 meter, or 400 meter.
So, which long distance? What distance do you run in
Sorry, sir.
competitive athletics? You said you run long distances.
Right,
So, how
sir.
long are those distances? Which events in athletics as such which you take part in?
Yes, sir. So, sir, the last time when the sports day was held, I won a silver in 1500 meters, a bronze in 800 meters, and again a silver in 400 meters, sir, and a silver in relay also.
Okay. And you do swimming also and badminton also. When do you play these two games? When do you
Sir,
go for
swimming,
swimming or when do you play badminton?
yes, sir. So swimming I learned to play when I was in my 8th grade, and since then I have been playing. I have been practicing swimming. But since I've moved to the another town, so since now I have like put a break for it because there is no swimming pool or something related to that here nearby. So, sir, and badminton I've been playing with my sister, my sibling, or in the nearby areas. Not for competition or inter-school or something like that, but with my sister and for fun. And
Okay, swimming.
yes, sir.
Okay, so you don't have any hobbies also. You just do debating.
No, no, sir. My hobbies are like I like traveling a lot. Then I also learn multiple languages, sir. So in free time, I do that.
So where all have you traveled so far?
Sir, since I have been in South for most of the time, like for 17 years, I've been in Bangalore. So we have explored almost whole of South India. And since now I have come to North, so we have been to Uttarakhand, West Bengal, and Delhi, places like this here. And in South, we have visited almost all the places, sir. Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and we have covered most of the places in Karnataka, Maharashtra, Andhra, and places like that.
Okay. And which was the most memorable travel did you undertake?
Sir, the most memorable and the most fun was when we visited Uttarakhand. Sir, because I had never been to North, and it was my first trip there. And sir, the beautiful sceneries, and it was a complete different culture for us, complete different food, and everything was different there. So to try new thing was really fun there.
Okay, good. And debating you where in school, college, what all topics you have debated, and when did you get this third runner-up trophy and for what?
Sir, this competition was held when I was in my first semester of my college. So this was some social
You are
issues.
in which standard?
I was in first semester of
College,
my
which class?
first semester, sir.
Okay, okay.
Yes, sir. Sir, so they
What was
had
the
given us,
topic?
sir, they had given us some social topics like should a woman be really given a seat or places in politics? Some social topics as such, sir.
Okay. You're also the joint secretary of your college, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I'm continuing with that.
Yeah. Tell me what were your responsibilities? What all you did well? Where all did you have problems? Did you have any tough? Did you have a fight with somebody or argument with somebody?
Right, sir. Sir, so I have been usually this position is given to someone who is from the second year, means someone who is senior to us. And since I was in first year back then, so and no one from the second year volunteered for the position, so they selected the one who has been with the society and who had seen the society from in most of the events and who had no in and out about the society. So they chose me to be the secretary of the society, sir. And so for we do organize many events. For organizing any event, sir, we first of all call up for a meeting. All the members, the president of our society, and everyone, we call up for a meeting. Then we explain to them what exactly is the activity we have to do this time, and in what way we want it to be done, and we give all the criteria to the members of the society. And then everyone comes up with their own ideas of how can we execute it, what all are the projects which can be done there, and everyone comes up with their ideas. Then the president of the society chooses the best one which he feels like is the most accurate one to be held for that particular time. And sir, we go on with that event, and we work on everyone. When the project which has to be done is decided, then everyone starts working on that, whether it's to be building a model or working on the programming or something which is related to that. Everyone works in their particular field which they are expert at. Suppose someone is good at arranging the hardwares of the system, they do that. Someone who is good at programming, they arrange for that. And someone who has a good skill, they go outside and ask for the investment or something, because funds is also required for things like that. So we do that, sir. And since this has been going on, we also advertise our event to whole of the society so that we get participants, and it should be recognized in the college. For that, we also advertise that by sending the links and everything and posting it on all the social media platforms. And so the main thing for advertising which we focus on is we highlight the prices which we are offering. So that is, I think, it is the most fascinating things which attracts the participants. And since after everything is done, we calculate all the budget and we give it to the college. Sir, while doing this, me as a secretary, I have not been in fight with someone, but sir, I have seen people like the participants fighting over some things. Like suppose there is a last seat left, and there are two members who wants to uh, approach for that seat. Then, sir, there is usually a fight between them. Then we try to resolve it between them, but I have not been in any such situation.
Okay. Just in case you get into this situation, what would you do?
Sir, I would definitely listen to what the other person is trying to say, and I'll also keep my idea. And sir, we'll analyze both of the ideas, which is good, which is more profitable, which is beneficial for the society, and has more source for everyone to participate, and it has scope for entertainment also. So sir, we check many areas, and so whichever candidates fulfills the requirement, and we can go with that, sir. I definitely open for someone who has better idea than me. I have no problem with that.
Okay. Now, tell me what what are you doing presently? Yeah, you
Sir,
must have given your 12th exam. You got your results. So, what are you doing now presently?
sir, I have
After
given my
12th,
12th
what
exam
are
in the
you
last
doing?
year.
Sorry,
I had given my 12th exam last year, sir. Now I am in college. I've completed my first year, like about to complete my first year.
what subjects?
Sir, in college,
Yes, now, present, what subjects are you doing in the college?
sir, my branch is electronics and communication, ECE. So since till now I was in first year. First year usually has common subjects, sir, which students of all the branch have to study, like physics, mathematics, chemistry, and biology, environmental studies. These are the common subjects, and all the students have to study this. Our specialization of our branch starts from the second year.
Okay. So your principal calls you one of the days and he says, organize a picnic for your class about 50 kilometers around. It should be morning to evening. Go in the morning, come back in the evening. Tell me what all planning will you do? What all assistance you will require from the college? And how exactly you will go about organizing this picnic?
Sure, sir. Sir, so for that, the first thing which I would do is I would search for some good locality which can be covered within a day nearby, and which is easy to access. It is not very difficult to reach the destination, somewhere like that. And it also has some part of fun, like a short hiking, a short trekking, or something like that. And we'll search for the location first of all, sir. And after that, once the location is decided, we will see that what is the number of students who are interested to join the picnic. So we'll advertise the event among the college students, and whoever is interested, they may give their names to one particular person who is responsible of that. So, and once we get the total number of students who travel, we to the college authority and will ask for the mode of transport, whether to go by train, bus, or any other modes of transport. So we'll go for that, sir. And we'll also arrange for some like refreshments or something there, since we have to spend a whole day there. So for lunch or evening snacks, something like that. So that will be communicated to the college for arranging those. And so we'll also check that the place is good enough to visit, or if it is some historical place or something like a kind of educational trip, we'll also search for a good guide who will educate the students about the importance of that place and what is that place famous for. A guide, sir.
That's all. What all assistance you'll take from the college?
Yes,
And
sir.
what all will you do? How exactly will you conduct this picnic as such?
So we'll take the
Just
assistance of
trekking, that's all. No games, nothing, no meals, no lunch, no dinner, nothing. Huh?
no, sir, that will be arranged by us,
Hello?
but from college. Yes, sir.
So you will have to tell me now what all you will be doing, what all assistance you will take from your college principal or college staff, and what all exactly will you conduct during the picnic?
Yes, sir. So, sir,
One
the
is trekking. Uh,
yes, sir. The contribution of college will be to provide with a comfortable transport system for picking up the students and dropping them back to the college. That, and second one will be to arranging for some food or something like snacks or lunch in the afternoon or something like that, or and to arrange for a guide there, sir. That will be the part of the college. And so we as students will arrange for the place which where we have to go, then all the activities which we do there, a short term activity which is not very tiring but is also fun, something like that, like having a small hike over the mountain or playing small games, something like that, sir. And also which is safe to visit for the students, which is not very risky.
okay. So during the organization of trekking, there are some differences with 2, 3 of the students, and they start quarreling with you. What will you do?
So first of all, I'll listen to the both parties and for what they are ending up fighting. And so we'll try to convince them. We'll try to bring down the fight by convincing both that the
You,
other.
you are yourself one party, yourself, you are the leader. And other party is those 3, 4 students who have ganged up together to just pick a fight with you.
Sir, then we'll convince them politely that since we have come here for fun, it is not good to fight and create some problems here. So we'll politely try to explain them, and if not, we'll go to our seniors, our teachers, whoever, someone who is elder to all of us.
There is no teacher.
Sir,
And they are
then
saying we will not go for trekking. You better organize some games for us here only at the picnic site.
Sir, then we'll convince them that the place on the other side is more beautiful, it is more exciting there, and we also have some gifts or prizes over the other end.
They
So,
are,
sir, we will.
they're not, they're not ready to listen to you. What is not trekking now? Is it a picnic or trekking? They are saying, is it a picnic or trekking? They're not ready to go. Whatever we say will have to be done like that. Organize games fast for us.
Sir, then we will try to convince the other student, like not that group, but other students. And sir, we'll and
They are
when the
not.
majority of people try to
They are not
convince them,
getting convinced. They are not getting convinced. They are not getting convinced. They just want you
Your
to
voice is
obey
cracking,
to
sir.
them and do
Your voice
what
is
they are
cracking,
telling you
Azad.
to do.
Your voice is cracking. Karam. Crack for our voice. That they cannot. Okay. Yeah, good.
I think I think there is some issue with my Wi-Fi internet. I think
Now you're right.
it is
Now,
not full.
now
There's
we
just
can hear.
about 3
Now we
lines.
can hear you.
The 4th
Okay.
line is missing.
Now we can hear.
Okay. So yeah. Can I speak to her?
yes, sir.
Rakshita,
Yes, sir.
yeah. Tell me, what will you do in that case? They are just adamant. You forget the trekking, do the games, and fast. Don't waste our time here.
Sir, then not wasting much time, we'll arrange it there only, where they are asking it to be. Otherwise, sir, the
Now
whole
there is
fun
other
will
group
be
which
stopped
comes
there.
up. We planned for.
Sorry,
Now
sir.
there is another group which comes up. There is another group, part of your school, college students. They are saying we had planned for trekking. We'll go for trekking only. No games.
Uh, Sir, in that case, I think someone who is elder, maybe a professor or someone can bring down
There
the
is
issue.
there is no elders. It is only college students. You and your classmates only.
Sir, then we'll go for voting. Wherever, in whichever party the majority votes, I think we'll go with that idea.
Okay, so those who are wanting games, they come and give you a dhap. They say, "What is this nonsense? Didn't we tell you for games? Why are you going for a walk now?" And they just give you one dhap on your face. What will you do now?
So we can politely tell them, because since it is a group trip, then it will be no point for us to quarrel
They
over such things.
they give you one more dhap and it says, "Don't waste our time. We have already told you so many times."
Then, sir, we may like we can say that whoever wishes to go for a trek may continue with that, or whoever wants to play games, they can continue with that. But at the end, like within a given time limit, everyone must be back at the at the point where the bus comes to pick us up.
They are not happy with this decision. Whosoever wants to go to for trekking will go for trekking. Everybody plays games here, and one of the girls from their group catches your collar and says, "You want some more thrashing?"
Sir, we will try to
Now
avoid
what?
physical fights.
There's no avoid. They have already given you two on your face. Now they have caught your collar, shirt collar, and they want to give you more beating.
Sir, then we will just try to convince them, because there is, if they are trying to like get into physical fights, then if we also turn back to that, then it will be a huge matter over there. So I think explaining them and convincing them politely is the best way there.
So you will take all the beating that they are giving, but you will not listen to them.
No, sir. I will not do that, but I'll stop them, and I'll try to explain them that there is no point in fighting over such things, and we must go together. Like, we are here for having fun, and we must be
But
together for
convince
that.
you have you have you have you have crossed the point of convincing, and that is the only option left. So you are going to accept the thrashing which they are going to give you.
No, sir.
No. Then what will you do? I want to know. You are just convincing, and they have just crossed the point of convincing. They are just hitting you, pushing you around.
So then I'll also have a group of people with me who are trying to like avoid them for not getting into fights.
How will you avoid that? Four, five of them, and nobody is coming to your support. Only thing the other group, once you say ki games, so then the other group says, no, we want to go for trekking.
So then we'll leave that group there, and we'll just tell them to come back at the point within the given time.
Where will you go?
Sir, we will
You'll
tell
run away
them.
from there. They're catching you and pushing you around. Huh?
No, sir, not run away, sir. We will tell them to continue with whatever they wish to do there, and like whichever group of people wants to do their
They,
respective tasks,
they,
they may continue
they
with
just,
that.
they just want to hit you. They just want to hit you now.
Sir, I don't think that's the like hitting back would be a
Okay.
good option there.
Okay. Okay. Leave it at that. Okay. Understood. We'll leave it at that. Tell me about your reading habits. What all books, magazines, newspapers you read, and what all types of books do you read? The magazines which you read, and newspapers if you read.
Yes, sir. Sir, for current affairs, sir, since here in the college, I do not get a regular supply of newspapers, so I go with some YouTube channels which keep updating about the all the current affairs which is happening, national, international, and all the fields of. They give all the news of every field, so I follow some of the news channels on YouTube. And sir, about reading, I have recently started reading some of the self-help books, sir. So I'm just a beginner, and I'm continuing reading. I have not read many of them, but a few books I found really good.
So you don't read books as such.
Sir, I used to not read them, but I have started this practice recently, so I am not very aware of the variety of books available. I've recently started this
Okay,
habit.
good. So news you get the news only from the news channels.
Yes, sir.
You
Few of the
don't read
YouTube channels.
newspapers,
Yes, sir. Because in college we
which
do
is
not
the
get
most
the. Yes, sir.
Which is the most important news in the last few days? National or international?
I'm not able to recollect that, sir.
Your national news you don't know.
Yes, sir. Because from past few days I had
What
to go with
happened?
my exams and
What happened? What happened yesterday in Hathras,
sorry, sir.
UP? Hathras, UP.
Yes,
What
sir. It was
happened
a
yesterday in Hathras, UP? What do you know about it? Do you know anything about it?
yes, sir. Sir, there was some religious leader who was about to give his speech, Guruji. So around 10,000 people gathered there to attend his satsang, and some people were stepped over by their fellow peoples, and around 50 to 60 people had lost their lives there. That's what I read, sir.
Where did you read it?
Sir,
Where did you read it? Where did you read it?
sir, I read
You
it
read,
on
you
my
said,
phone.
na? Where? Where?
On
Huh?
my phone, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
you
sir.
didn't see any of the channels today?
No, sir.
Okay. Anyway, for your information, 2.5 lakh people had gathered there. They had permission for 80,000 people only. And the stampede was so heavy that more than 120 odd people have already died. That's the last figure in the morning.
Okay, sir.
Anyway, your news channel seems to be very slow.
Yes, I read it yesterday, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
right. Okay, okay, fine. So you're not much interested in the news, national or international. What's happening in Israel, Gaza, Palestine area, Gaza?
Sir, I have heard about the conflict there, but currently I'm not much aware of the current happenings, sir.
Tell me what was happening there. When did it start? Why did it start? What is happening? Say 10 a week back, 10 days back. What happened there?
Uh, I'm not very aware of that, sir.
Okay, 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 right. Do you know anything about Russia-Ukraine war?
Yes, sir, I used to keep a track of it, but sir, the past 2-3 weeks news I have not followed it, so I'm not very aware.
So whatever is your last news you tell me about Ukraine-Russia war. Why was the war started? What is the problem basically? And what was happening about a month back?
Sir, that was because of area of Ukraine which was to be captured, which Russia wanted to capture, uh, but Ukraine was against
Why?
that.
Why it wanted to capture?
Uh, I'm not aware of that, sir.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, it's been nice talking to you, Rakshita. I've been asking you a lot of questions. Do you have any question to ask me?
No, sir.
Confident now?
Uh, Sir, I need to improve on many areas, and I'm working on that, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Right, sir.
Thank you.
Prasad, sir.
Yes.
Over to you.
Senator, your views. Put on a video, Senator. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
let me have views.
Sir, overall it was good. She was confident enough, but I think there was some kind of intonation in her voice in some areas. Otherwise, it is good. Plus, she should be specific on her hobbies a little. Otherwise, it was good. That's all, sir.
Okay, before Karan Kadam takes on, first and foremost, very first question that he asked you, that tell me about Devghar. I just finished up in one line. No, do you know Devghar is supposed to be placed for Baba is once satsang, Dev Sang. You don't know, have you heard of it? He is the Dev Sang is supposed to be the professor of IIT, who is the person who established the Dev Sang there. And satsang is supposed to be one of the very vibrant travel. He had come back from East Pakistan and they had just settled on there. And he has got a following in terms of crores of people on there. Thakur and all supposed to be there. There's another area, where the airport is located, where, have you heard of Bihar School of Yoga?
Yes,
He's
sir.
the person, and the Bihar School of Yoga, who's the suppose Swamiji has come and settled down there, and he's doing a fabulous job that area, and that's supposed to be most, vibrant place in any case, just next to airport. And you're talking about Devghar. There's not only a tribal area. Devghar is not supposed to only travel. Devghar is one of the vibrant city by itself. Though it is a small township, but it has got, have you heard of it? No, that people travel about 70, 80, 100 kilometers taking jal and come back
Yes,
to
sir.
Jahangra to come back. So those are the proper things of importance, isn't it? For
Yes.
4 months, you can't even find a place to put your feet. So you just give up around the system that it is a place wherever, as I rightly put, wherever you're going, you have to have a fairly good idea about the place itself. And if you don't have it, it means you're not interested. You are taken to the sideline. You tell only small towns, you go to Mandir, that's the only place, there's nothing else to beyond it. Now, from now onward, Azad to another 2 months, would you find place anywhere in Devghar to go around? You can't. So then you can't even find a place in train. They can't be a place bigger than this in Nikis. Place next to is supposed to be Baskinnath. Devghar, Satsang, Dev Sang, then so also it was supposed to be one of the most industrial area. But fortunately, the local population, what you call Gundagardi, the system has taken its own toll. Otherwise, it would have been there. Beyond that, what else supposed to be this is supposed to be a trust run by government by itself.
Right.
So that's the first thing, very first question you faltered in a very, and your next question was on education. Education went on, he rightly put across, you have had started from good to, and you're just fluctuating. And you are not able to answer very rightly. Only because, when say you 10th, you could concentrate because it was pandemic and you could afford to devote all your time. And suddenly you 11th, you found things are very difficult. You are unable to manage that system, isn't it? That shows what? You are fluctuating, you are wavering. You are not able to concentrate and put your, what is right and what is not so right on there. And then when you talk about the friends, now you talk, I have got many friends, but I have got only one friend. And that was very nice that you did talk about the reality check, that the verse say I do check, he is or she is a good friend because she does a reality check. Is it only thing required? You require only a friend who can do only reality check. Are there other qualities also required or not? There are 3-4 types of friends are there. If you recollect background, we have talked about it. Friends, good friends, lifetime friends. They're supposed to be, persons, the casual friends around there. So you can't say that you can. And you are starting, from school days to college days, you have come back around there and you talk about only one friend I have had it. Probably it's unjustifiable to that extent. Okay. Then you also talk about only one friend. Then he says, I think you just missed out from there. Okay. Then we talk about family. You're involved with the family. You simply talk about, yes. What are you involved with the family? You simply talked about, yes, we can go along there, we gel well around there, and we are there. That's all. What way are we helping your father, mother? In what way? How are you involved in that? You simply say, yes, do help her in cooking. How many days? How many times? What are the activity you are getting involved? You have to talk about more about it around there. Okay. One thing goes about it now. You say I have a difference with my father and mother only because I do texting rather than talking. Who does texting? A person who would like to avoid companionship. That's a texting. You can't really tell your father around there, put on a video, Rakshita. Rakshita, put on a video. Hello. Are you there? Just look away. Okay, so what we are talking, you are talking that you have got difference with your parents only primarily because they tell you to convey something on there and talk to them. Rather than talking, you are only texting. That's the only difference you've got, isn't it? Who does texting?
Yes, sir, that is one example.
That's one example. So who does texting? Who would like to avoid talking face to face, meeting a person, talking to a person to person? It means you would like to avoid meeting some person. You won't know something to be known to the way you talk, what you talk, and all things will be known to it. So you're trying to avoid that system. So that's a connected indicator on there. Difference in then you say interaction. You have not talked about how do you interact with your parents. What are the one? Yes, you have gone on visiting places. Is the only interaction available? What do you do throughout the day? When they come back? When the parents are there? When the mother comes back? What are you doing for her? What are you doing for your father? Maybe small little things has to be done. So then you talk about, after that again, you come back. You say only involved with the very thing, they involved with the cooking part that you want to talk about it. Then daily and holiday routine. When you talk to, he's talked from morning to evening. College, yes, you get up at 7 o'clock and then go to college 9 to 7, 5 o'clock, you are there. Throughout the day, you are not there. Classes are there, 2 or 3 or 4 classes are maximum, isn't it? What do you do throughout the day? There's not only that only, but the classes are there, you are just going, and it is just next to it. Within 10 steps, you are, college, and 10 steps you are back, hostel, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
If that is the status now, you can't be just simply I go to class and chit-chatting throughout the day. What are that? You have not talked about the activities that you do. And what do you do on holidays? You just simply talk, I go to Mandir. How many days? How many times? You go out pass. So you have to be very cautious in talking about those things which you are not in a position to talk about it. Worst thing, it comes back around there. When you say you talk about debate, very nice. You talked about very nice, you do athletics, good. That is the long term, that's stamina, that is good, fair enough. And you did talk about that you have got medals and all. But now when you talk about you were unable to resolve issue. Now when he gave you certain situation, firstly, he gave you 2 situations. Firstly, to plan a picnic. You have not gone in detail. So what all thing you have done? Only I have asked for a bus. Why should school give you bus or college give you bus? Either you have to pay for it. You are going on personal. It's a picnic has been organized by you. Is it organized? Is the college going to put the bill? Probably no. Only few colleges who are probably well off, probably they can do that. But normal college won't put the bill for your picnic and outside party, would they? You have to pay for it. So even if suppose you have to organize, see if you ask for the payment on bus or for if they active, fair enough. Then you ask for lunch, everything for this college to do it. What is your contribution to that? How are you going to organize? You select first, you say you selected the place, very nice. What else around there? What are activities you have to pour in and bring it to you many times to button to give it to that they are the things to be done, which you should be able to. And then finally, last when you talked about the activities, when you there's a difference between your friends around there, you give up. Simply give up. If the people are asking, okay, we'll do that, we'll say. You can't be half-baked, you can't afford to doing that. Either you go for picking out, go for trekking, decide they have to be and means sort it out. You can't wait. It is not supposed to parliament, you take an election, okay, and they will keep counting the number of people. There's something called the ability to influence the group. You are the leader. You have to come to definite conclusion. How do you come to conclusion? They have to rationality about it. You have to convince the people that is the you have to assertive, not aggressive. And last one, when everyone someone trying to beat you, and would you like to accept it from there? 10 times he said he's given one dhap and you will go around there, and okay, I'll accept it. Would you? Gandhi ji ho kya? एक थप्पड़ मारे दूसरे गाल मारो, मार खाओ. Can you accept it? Well, that's
No,
that
sir.
he'll decide onto it down there. The worst thing which has happened on there, your reading habit, your newspaper not reading. Don't tell me you don't get newspaper. Newspaper, if you don't, if you newspaper, you can always get it around there. People used to come and deliver newspaper. You have to pay for it. That's all. Library is there. Library gets a newspaper. Who is prevented from reading the newspaper? Tell me a college and library is open or not?
Yes, sir.
Library, if does newspaper come to library? Yes,
Yes,
or
sir.
no?
It comes to the library, sir. The library, the college gets the supplies of the newspaper,
Oh,
but
okay.
the personal newspaper, I talked about that.
So the personal tab, who prevents you from getting your personal newspaper? No one. You don't want to pay extra, then get into it, that you can't afford to get it. You can't have to eat cake and eat it too. Nothing comes free in any case. You have to be endeavor. What you want to do it, your general awareness was totally atrocious. The word is atrocious. You can't afford to get away like that. By just okay. Now mobile is available. Yes, very nice. You had your examination. I'm aware of it. But that doesn't mean you are to keep yourself totally out. Would you study 24 by 7? Tell me.
No, sir.
Then what? Self-help books. You are starting now. I'm reading books, self-help books. Who reads self-help books? Who has got doubt about self? Which book, self-help book you are trying to read? Tell me.
Sir, like Atomic Habits and
So why?
Atomic Habits.
What are the why are you use self-help? There's a 7. So many good books are available. You can. He has spared you. Torture by asking, he would ask which books, how many books, what the reader's book. He's given up. There's no. He knows that's okay. He has finished up his interview in a very short duration. Yeah, let me just tell you very clearly. If he were unhappy, probably he would have stretched you for another 1 hour plus. You can't afford to be doing that way. You have to be. There's nothing wrong with you. You can speak well. You can afford. You've got tendency. You want it. You have got no motivation to do it. But that motivation has to be in the physical activity involved. I'll leave it to Colonel Kadam for onward journey. Yeah. Colonel Kadam, you're all yours, sir. Hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want me to give my
Yes, sir.
hello?
Yes, sir. You're all
Okay. Rakshita.
Yes, sir.
Rakshita. What do you think this SSB is trying to find out about you?
Our actual personality, sir.
Yeah. Personality. For what? Suitable to a junior military leader and defense
Yes.
forces. What is their main basic tasks?
To
Main
create
basic.
a leader, to make a leader out of a common person.
No. What is the main task of Army, Navy, or Air Force, defense forces?
Sir.
Is to fight the enemy if they attack you, isn't it?
Yes,
And if
sir.
you say एक गाल पे तुमने मार दिया एक और गाल पे मारो, will anybody select you ever even as a security guard of a society?
No, sir.
No. Right. Good. So it's a psychological test to find out. If I ask somebody directly, he will always say, yes, sir, I like fighting, I will do it, I'll defend the country, everything, all English. So psychological methods, they're trying to find out what is there in your minds, your psychology. So you can ask Google psychology, what all happens, how do they come to conclusion, okay, Ankita is going to show her second cheek or she is going to fight. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right?
You surrender to Pakistanis wrong.
Now the questions that the interviewing officer puts, Rakshita.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Rakshita, the questions which the interviewing officer will put you, will deliberately be long 10, 12 questions in a row initially,
Yes, sir.
which you have to remember. If you don't remember, you must ask, have I left something? And they'll be all logical. What are the subjects you like, dislike, teachers like, dislike, and whys, and things like that. So you'll have to, and you'll have to give. Just saying anything is not the answer. That means you are a closed book. I'm not able to read what is there in Rakshita's mind. So as far as SSB is concerned, even you have the most suitable candidate, you will fail because you have not opened a book for me to read what is written inside that. Okay,
Yes, sir.
just giving overall some answer doesn't help. Then similar in a PIQ, whatever you write, games, sports, whatever, you should have knowledge about it and you should be able to corroborate it by your answers. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And all questions are logical. You will have to answer them to the point and as much as possible, giving out your best qualities. Right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And overall, since we require an officer who is all-rounder, you have to have, as an officer, the capability to learn fast. Inquisitiveness is the most important thing. And if you have, unless your parents are forcing you to join defense forces, that's a different issue. But if you want to join, then you should show somewhere there is some interest in the defense activities in the country, world, something about defense. You should know how it is done, what is not done. Okay. If you don't know anything about Ukraine, which is affecting you and me in our daily life, petrol is costlier, everything is getting costlier because of their war, and you still don't have that. In spite of everything, you were born with a, I would say, golden spoon in your mouth, everything available to you. You have not made use of it to find out about your own interests of, to join the defense forces. Now, the picnic part, I will just tell you, or the organization part. I asked you 3 specific questions. What all planning will you do? How exactly will you conduct? And what is the assistance you require from the principal or the college? You have not done planning at all. That's why if somebody says trekking pe nahi jana hai, games khelna hai, to you say, okay, theek hai, games. You will take a voting machine along with you from the EC commission and take voting, is it?
Yes, sir.
Ankita?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
There is no voting. Once you have decided picnic, we are going for a picnic to this spot. From there, we'll go for a short trek, come back, have lunch, little bit of entertainment. Say, what are your plans? Maybe sports, maybe just Antakshari, maybe anything, or just a word game, or what. You have planned it. But you have not planned at all. You just thought that giving any answer somehow will fetch you marks. No, it will not. Okay, Ankita,
Yes, sir.
are you with me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Even if you think you have not done well in something, but it is a simple thing. You are a young, hot blood. Somebody is slapping you again and again, giving it tight on your face, and you are saying, "I'll still discuss. I'll still do this. I'll still do that."
He's Gandhi ke follower.
That is not expected. That's why we are taking
Gandhi's follower.
a young blood, yes, sir.
Yeah, Gandhi follower, na sir. That's Gandhi कभी बोलता मारा डंडा लेके चलता तो उसको मार देता गांधी एक बोल दूसरा दो मार खा. Where's the problem? She can't even go there.
Okay.
Have you been to Trikut there?
Ankita, have you got the point?
Yes, sir.
Have you been to Trikut?
Have you got the point, Ankita? Have you got the point?
Yes,
And
sir.
if
Yes,
you're
sir.
really like that, there's nothing wrong with it. There are a lot of people, saints and all. Yes, they were ready to get beaten up, but then you cannot be joining armed forces.
They used to keep a scorpion in hands, sir. So the scorpion didn't cut that कोई बात नहीं. That's supposed friendly, isn't it? Good.
Chalo. That's all, sir, from my side.
Okay. Any questions now?
You have any questions, Ankita?
Sir, but like when you
Ankita,
said,
Yeah, ask your question.
yes, sir. Sir, like when you gave the situation that the opposite party is trying to get into a physical fight, then if we also start to fight, then it will
Understand.
just
What
increase
is-
the matter.
What is situation? Situation is something which is outside you. Can you control a situation? No. Situation
Yes,
is
sir.
created by you. It is not created by you. It is outside. What is there?
Right.
Then it is my perception which creates a situation. How do I tackle the situation? One is what is aware. If there is a fight, आदि तगड़ा है मेरे से लड़ूं मार खाऊंगा, आदि दुबला है थोड़ा पीछे हटकर I'll plan for it. That's what the perception goes. That's so these two put together makes a situation. They call alpha press. That's a press. While creating a situation, he is creating a press. We call alpha press. Now, what is your perception? If I get into it, would I be succeed or not? If I got doubt, what you cannot do it. How do you tackle it? Is all individual. I said it's assertiveness rather than aggressiveness. You have to be assertive. You are an appointment. You are a person who have been made the leader. Leader has got certain responsibility to carry through. How does it reflect? Now, if I say in your college only they have made you some secretary. What if people don't disagree to you? What will you do? You will give up? You allow the people to follow their own way? They have
No,
a certain methodology to do that, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes or no? What are those methodologies? That is what you talk about it. One is talk it out. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it out. If there's okay, well, that's I'm being the boss. Let's do it. This is what is going to be done. It is not voting.
See, organizing, Rakshita, organizing anything, if you have not planned it well, or even given a thought to planning, there will always be confusion and chaos. And that is what has happened, not only in your mind, in others. Others' mind तो I have created, but your mind is a confusion कि ये picnic है या trekking है या क्या है, you also don't know. And at every stage, initially, you want some elder to come and interfere. Why? You are the leader. You have not even given a thought ki if Mike, I said clearly, your class, you have taken the whole college, I suppose. Your class, what could be the strength? 30, 40 maximum. And that out of that, you would have India message would have said, okay, we will be going to picnics to such and such spot. From there, I would have, if you have planned, how exactly will you do carry out all the activities in that everything? Had you given a thought to it? But you have not given a thought whatsoever in any of the things. Okay, so confusion was created by you by not planning it at all. And then anything if you don't plan, even going for your family, going for a movie hall to a mall, if you don't plan, there is going to be chaos. The last moment, if you reach there, you'll not get tickets also.
Simple, they even go for class. When you go for class, you don't plan, you can't really meet this in time.
Right.
Correct.
Class is done.
Chalo, anyway. Any other question?
Okay, any other question now?
Any other question, Rakshita?
No, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
You have got capabilities, but exploit them. Think about it. Live with it. You are just mentally, therefore, passing SSV is the easiest thing and is most difficult. As you rightly put a personality, what is personality? The way we feel, think, act, and behave. What is definition? The way we'll think. So what is his job is to create a pressure onto you. He is in a conscious domain. You will answer after he will create a problem for you. How do he has to break your mask that you are putting it on? How would he know?
Yes, sir.
So you can't afford to, he can't every person को कि बात करने आता है, अंग्रेजी आते, चलो कर लो, select हो गया. ऐसा होने का तो every person will get selected. You'll ask him. He is a person, he will be very, very, out of 20, he passed 10. I think, can he do it? He can't, and he won't.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
Right then. Any other question now? No? Right, sir? Thanks a lot. I'm grateful to you for spending your time.
Right, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All the best.